facts. The things we believed just turned out not to be so. We should have recognized long ago. Today, an even greater threat is the threat posed by the Chinese Communist Party and its campaigns of coercion and control. In your country alone, we see influence campaigns against your politicians and your security forces. We see the theft of industrial data that you have created through your innovation and creativity. We see the use of economic levels to stifle freedom itself. It's not tanks and guns. It's very different from that. The CCP lies. It makes those who tell the truth disappear. The virulent pandemic that came from Wuhan spread so widely and caused so much damage because the CCP covered it up. Then there's the tragedy that has befallen Hong Kong and the premature denial of freedom to those people. You see it in far-off places, in their attempts to dominate the South China Sea. You see it in the detention of 1 million Uyghur Muslims living in internment camps in Xinjiang. This is the human rights stain of the century. The party has always put itself first. Its actions flow from its ideology. And it's paranoid about free societies like ours. What's happening now isn't Cold War 2.0. The challenge of resisting the CCP threat is in some ways much more difficult. That's because the CCP has already enmeshed in our economies, in our politics, in our societies in ways the Soviet Union never was. And Beijing is not likely to change course in the near future, although one lives in hope. And here's what's true. China's world dominance is not inevitable. We're the authors of our fate. Free societies have always been more attractive. Your people know this. Our people do too. And here's the best news of all, from all of that. The resolve of freedom-loving people all over the world is to defend their way of life, and it is growing. I see it every place I go. Americans now recognize that the CCP, which is totally separate from the Chinese people, threatens their values and their way of life.